Welcome to Leopard Farm, where we tackle real-world wildlife challenges head-on. Across South Africa, vervet monkeys and baboons are becoming a bigger issue for farmers, homeowners, and communities alike. These clever primates have adapted remarkably well to both urban neighborhoods and rural farmlands, often raiding crops, gardens, and even homes in search of food. Their quick breeding and ability to thrive in human-altered environments have led to increasing conflicts, damaging livelihoods and prompting the need for effective management strategies. To address this sustainably, many landowners and wildlife professionals rely on responsible methods like trapping and selective culling. The goal is always balance, reducing problem animals to protect agriculture and property while maintaining healthy populations in the wild. The experts handling this important work aren't casual hunters. They're licensed professionals with deep knowledge of primate behavior and ethics. They use patience and skill, often spending hours in camouflage, waiting quietly for the right moment in open areas. When conditions align, they take clean, precise shots to ensure quick and humane results, all in line with strict regulations. In parts of South Africa, wild baboon populations have surged in recent years, turning what used to be occasional nuisances into a full-blown headache for farmers and rural communities. These clever animals don't hold back when they spot easy meals. They'll raid entire fields, devouring crops and leaving growers with massive losses. It's a tough spot. On one side, plenty of folks see any lethal control as outright cruel and push for kinder alternatives. On the other, authorities argue it's sometimes the only practical way to protect livelihoods, keep people safe, and curb the chaos these troops can unleash. That said, this isn't some Wild West free-for-all. South Africa enforces tight rules to make sure any necessary action is handled responsibly and with minimal suffering. Professional, licensed operators, experts who are sharpshooters, trained in high-pressure situations, and deeply knowledgeable about baboon behavior, step in only when other options fall short. The job is grueling and risky, but for many farmers facing baboons treating their land like an endless buffet, it's one of the most reliable defenses they've got. Balancing wildlife conservation with real-world human needs isn't easy, but these regulated approaches aim to do just that. To protect monkey populations and prevent them from declining, hunters are strictly forbidden from shooting young monkeys or pregnant females. The focus is on sustainable management, not wiping out the animals entirely. Today, most monkey control efforts avoid firearms altogether and instead use humane live traps or cage traps. These are strategically placed in spots where monkeys are most active, like feeding grounds or crop fields. To lure them in, trappers rely on irresistible bait. Think ripe bananas, juicy mangoes, or sweet papayas that monkeys simply can't pass up. Once the bait does its job, all that's needed is a little patience. After a monkey is captured safely, trained professionals step in to assess the situation. Whenever possible, the animals are relocated to suitable habitats far from human settlements. In cases where relocation isn't feasible, euthanasia is used as a last resort. Every part of the process prioritizes population control over outright extermination, while keeping animal suffering and environmental harm to an absolute minimum. It's no secret that monkeys go wild. Feral hogs are tearing up farmland, putting livestock at risk, and spreading across the country quicker than most folks realize. With populations exploding in over 35 states, they're hitting farmers and ranchers hard, destroying crops, and making it tough to protect livelihoods. But there's hope. We're diving into the smartest ways to fight back, from proven hunting techniques to high-tech traps that actually get the job done.
I've been holding
In this video, we'll break down the best strategies for controlling feral hogs and safeguarding your land. What's your take? Does traditional hunting cut it? Or do we need bigger, more effective tools? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more practical advice on tackling these invasive pests. Right here in Texas, where the hog problem is at its worst, skilled hunters are making real progress against this relentless invasion. These destructive invaders have been wrecking fields for years, but pros armed with precision gear, like bows for clean, ethical shots, are stepping up big time. Their targeted efforts are knocking down local hog numbers significantly, helping save crops, stabilize the food supply, and support rural economies for the long haul. In Texas, feral hogs, often called wild boars, are a major headache for farmers, tearing up crops, ruining pastures, and causing millions in damage every year. While hunting helps take down a few, it's not enough for big infestations. That's where smart trapping comes in, especially large corral-style setups that can handle groups at once. These traps are typically built tough from heavy livestock panels and steel posts, forming a big circular or teardrop-shaped enclosure placed right in the hog's favorite spots. Farmers pre-bait the area with corn or other goodies to get the sounder, that's the family group, comfortable coming in regularly. Once the whole group is inside chowing down, the gate drops, often triggered remotely with cameras and sensors for perfect timing. A single drop can nab 10, 20, or even more hogs, wiping out an entire sounder and hitting their population hearts. It stops the breeding cycle in its tracks. This approach is way more effective than smaller traps or individual hunting, cutting down destruction fast and giving landowners a real shot at regaining control of their fields. It's practical, scalable, and proven across the Lone Star State. As evening settles over Texas, feral hogs start stirring. Under the cover of darkness and a blanket of stars, these invasive pigs move in large sounders, rooting and foraging with purpose across fields, woodlands, and ranches. Smart and always hungry, they tend to follow predictable routes in search of food, patterns that experienced farmers and hunters have learned to use to their advantage by placing traps and planning hunts along those trails.
Olmadı yaman. Vuruldu ama.
Hunting at night has proven far more effective than daytime efforts, often delivering double the success rate. With hogs more active and less cautious after sunset, these nighttime operations bring in and help control the population faster. For Texas landowners, that means real relief. Less crop damage, fewer destroyed pastures, and a stronger shot at keeping these tough, destructive animals in check. That said, while hunting and trapping work well, they're not practical or appealing for every property owner. Many Texans view traditional feral hog control methods as overly harsh, sparking calls for kinder alternatives to manage this invasive species. That's why a growing number of innovative ranchers across the state are embracing humane relocation programs, moving captured hogs to dedicated private sanctuaries where they can live out their lives without threatening local agriculture. These protected havens offer the animals ample space to forage and roam in a controlled environment, striking a smart balance between safeguarding farmers' livelihoods, supporting wildlife conservation, and addressing animal welfare concerns. As feral hog numbers continue to explode statewide, causing millions in crop damage each year, these innovative sanctuary efforts are emerging as a promising, compassionate tool in the ongoing battle against this resilient invader.